Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the next part of the chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind. And here we are in the 8th paragraph, page number 48. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. So he was there in 1900, year 1900. He was at the age of 21, and by that year he completed his graduation, his degree. He completed his studies, and but even though he completed his studies, he was not having a job. Okay, a job was not there. He was unemployed, and he worked as a teaching assistant, like like in the school teacher, private school teacher, or like that. He was working just like giving tuitions and other type of things. He was not means a permanent job. He was not there. We can call him as unemployed. He was just like going for some assistant jobs like that, and gave private lessons, and he also gave some private tuitions. Like he was going to the school instead of some people, and worked like that, and also he worked as a like tuition teacher, like okay, and he got a job in the year 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. So the first job that he got was as the patent work as a patent officer, technical expert in the patent office. So like when the patent office means that, see, like if you are producing any type of products or any kind of things like that, then we have a patent right for that. See, for example, if I am making a product of my own, if I develop a product, then I can apply for the patent right. So if I get that patent right, other companies or any other person cannot make this product same as mine. Okay, or every product that we are getting is having a patent right. Some of the products you might have written are written at the corner of the product, or a product if you take, and this name will be there, and on the top of that there will be R written, registered. Okay, or in some products it will be written like say, trademark, and some symbols and all are used. So when a product, or if I am writing a book, and if I want to publish a book, then what I do is that I will make it. I will take the patent right of that. So, and I will also take, I will sell my patent right to maybe to some other book distribution company. So, only I can write the copy of it, and if I sell the patent right to some other company for copying this book, only that company can take up the patent right of that. So, if a product or if I make an invention, then I can give it for the patent right. So if the patent right office, they will be evaluating about this one, if they will study about that, and they will make sure that nobody has made such type of a thing earlier, and that it will be given the name of this particular person. So such a way, any product like any products have been invented by this particular person, the name of the person has been registered. So if you give for patent right only, that will be there in your name, and if you don't give for patent right, what happens is that if somebody else see this thing, and if they copy, make it, and if they give for patent right, then this product will become there. After that, I cannot say that I had made it first and he copied from mine. So we cannot say anything because we don't have the patent right. So first, if I make the patent right, and if somebody is copying, then I can file a case against that person. But if I make a product and I started selling it, and I have a distribution power, everything is there, but somebody else copied that, and they made a patent right in their name. After that, if they file case against me, I can be caught. You understand? So one who is having the patent right is having more power to make a product and sell the product, and or any type of things they are having. So such type of a company he was working. So patent distribution was there. So patent office he was working. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's invention, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. So his job there was to assist or check the products or inventions that is made by other people. So his job is that he has to analyze, or he has to study about the inventions that others are made, and see to it that this product is not made by any other person, and giving the patent right to that person. So for his job was, he was a technical expert there. So he has to go through the all the parts and how it is made, how whether it is successful or it works, if there is any problem with this one, all these type of things he was checking. So if they say that this is working with this one, and if any other problems are there with that, then after that it will be problem. So he has to check it. So that job he was doing, and while he was checking others' innovations, he was making his own ideas in secret. He used to do his own inventions also. He used to make some things by himself. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at the work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So he had a drawer when he was, like a table was there with the drawer, and he used to keep all his properties or inventions that he used to make, some paperwork, all these things he was keeping under this one. And while he is doing or judging the work of others, when he is getting in between, some time is there, then he used to do his own experiments there. So that is why he called his own drawer or his own table as the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So that name you should remember. So he called his own table as the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity. In the year 1905, see, like he completed his studies by the year 1901. In 1900, so 1900 he completed his studies, and in 5-year time, so just completed degree, and within 5 years of his time he published a paper. Means that it is about a theory. He developed a theory and he published it. One of the famous papers, and that became the most famous paper in that entire year throughout the world. Very famous paper it became. So that is a theory of special theory of relativity. So relativity, the relationship between different things, So like the relationship between two things. Like if you are imagine that, like if a magnet is kept on a wooden table, so there is a relationship between the magnet and the table. And if it is kept on a like iron table, so then the relationship between these things are there. So such kind of a relationship about this relativity, all these type of things, he made a new theory. Until that time, whatever the ideas was there, it was already very much a different idea he brought. According to which time and distance are not absolute. So according to his theory, he says that the time and the distance are not absolute. Means it is not the like absolute meaning is given measured in itself, not in relation to anything else. So the absolute value or absolute means that it is not in relation to anything else. Absolute means, okay, so it means that it is not having any connection with anything. Absolute, okay. But earlier it was considered that time and distance is absolute, exact, okay. But he says that it is not absolute. It is having relation with the other things also, like time. Okay, we say that there is a time. So, but there is also, he says that the time also can be varying in different situations. Indeed, so he is saying an example. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey, if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. So he says that, see, like if we are starting from this point, and in a clock, two clocks are accurate, like 8 o'clock, exactly 8 o'clock it is set, okay, and they start from here, and one is going very slowly, and maybe 2 kilometers they go and they come back, and another one is going very fast and come back, and when they come back together, the time that will be shown in both the things may be different. That is what there may be slight variation in them. Okay, So in order to make you, so this one you may not be able to understand. In order to make you understand, he himself has given a another relativity example. Okay, below that paragraph there is a square is given, in that a rectangular shape is given, and in that one example is given. When you sit with a nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. And when you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That is relativity. So he gives a very simple definition for relativity. Means that if you are sitting with a girl or a nice girl, okay, imagine that you are sitting with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and you are sitting there and talking and discussing things. So what happens if you are spending 2 hours there? Okay, so you started discussing maybe at 8 o'clock, and after that, after 2 hours, you look into your watch, and the time is 10 o'clock now. So already 2 hours you have spent, but you don't feel that you have been spending already 2 hours. You only feel that only few minutes you spend with, is it no? But when you are sitting in a hot stove, you know, so if a stove, if you happen to sit on that, so if you are sitting there just for 2 minutes, then also you feel the presence that you will feel the hotness that you have been sitting there for 2 hours. Do you understand? Or another example, if I tell you, imagine that, see, like when you were in the schools, you were coming in the schools, and like you were sitting in the class and attending the classes. So if you are, sometimes you had the drill period, so you go out and play. So imagine that a normal period is of 40 minutes. But when you are going to play, so 40 minutes time is there, you started playing and all these things are there. So say like if a teacher is coming and leaving you in the court for playing, and after some time, when the time is almost over, the teacher will call you back, and or after the bell you will listen. So that you will feel that in like 40 minutes period is there, but you will feel that just 5 minutes time only. But if you are sitting in imagine that you are sitting in English class, and the teacher start speaking and teaching. So if you study for maybe 45 minutes, like just 10 minutes class only will be over, and you look into your watch, and you will find that you feel that almost for 1 hour you are sitting in the class, and now the time only 10 minutes will be over. Okay, so it means that it is showing the relativity, means that the time will be going in consideration with the things. That is what he says. So there is a relationship between different things. Or imagine that, see, like if there is like nowadays the holidays are there. So when you are going to a school day is there. So if you are going to the school, and each periods are going like 1 day, you know. So one period is almost, you feel like 1 day is there. So 8 periods are there, it will feel that 8 days are there. But now you are having holiday and you are sitting at home, so you may feel that 1 day is going just like 1 period. You know, so time is going very much faster. You may feel like that. So that kind of a relationship will be there. So from this followed the world's most famous formula, which describes the relationship between mass and energy. E is equal to mc square. So this is a very much important formula, and most all the students, those who are studying science, must be familiar with this formula. E is equal to mc square. You know. So this is showing the relationship between energy and mass. So in this mathematical equation, E stands for energy, M for mass, and C for the speed of the light in a vacuum, about 3 lakh kilometer per second. Okay. So while Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. So unraveling meaning is given starting to fail. So he was having some kind of he was solving the most difficult problems in the world in science. But while he was solving these type of problems, he was facing some kind of problems in his life also, in his private life. So his life also was having lot amount of problems, and he was able to solve the problems of the world, but he was unable to solve the problems of his own life. So Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies, but his mother was against it. So we heard that in the previous this one, that he went for his studies because of a girl, Mileva, and they were in love, and he wanted to marry soon after this one. So at the time of at the age of 21. So in 1900 he completed his studies, and soon after that he wanted to marry her. But his mother was against that. She was not accepting that. And the reason that she did not accept that, she thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. So the first reason, there are two reasons that she is against this marriage. First one is that the girl was elder, 3 years elder to his son. Okay, so Albert Einstein was a 20-year-old and 21-year-old, and the girl was 24-year-old, 3 years elder. And a 3-year elder means that it is not a big problem, but for the mother considered that this is too very much old. Okay, and the another reason was that she was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She is a book like you, his mother said. So another reason that she is also just like a bookworm. You might have studied about, you heard the word bookworm. You know, so some people are there, some students are there, they are worried only about the studies. They 24 hours they sit and study. If they sit and study also, it is not going to affect it. So such type of things are also not good. Some are always concentrating on the studies. So that is not good. Okay. So we have to concentrate on other things also. It doesn't mean that you don't study. You have to study, but you should not simply spend time only on studies. If you consider, like some students are there like bookworms, like if they get in between one period, two big periods are there, in between that if one 5 minutes break is there, at that time they open the book and they read. Okay. So such a way you should not study. You have to study, but there should be some limit for everything, and you should also have some kind of enjoyment. So you should talk with others, you should play some time, you should have, at least walk outside and have some fresh air, enjoy the beauty of the nature. All these things you should also do. Okay. So this girl also was very much intelligent, and just like he was very much intelligent, and he was just like bookworm, like, you know, he was not bothered about other things, what is happening. He is busy with whatever his studies are. And this girl also is the same like. So she thought that if such type of a girl is coming, both of them are intelligent. Two intelligent people comes together, always there will be problem, isn't it? If one intelligent one is there and another one is foolish one is there, then there will be always no problem, because one intelligent one will be saying and another one will be accepting. But both the persons are intelligent. What happens if he says one thing, then the other one says no. According to this rule, this is not going to work there. You know, so then they start fighting. Both of them consider themselves as the greatest people. So then they start fighting each other. So always there will be quarrel. And if husband and wife also is like that, then there will be always problem. While husband also very much brilliant, wife is also so much brilliant, then both will start quarreling. So there will be problem. So that is what the mother found that. So then she was not ready to accept this girl, and still put the wedding off. Off means the postponed. He thought to conduct the wedding after some time. Okay. The pair finally married in January 1903. After 3 years of his degree, he married. After 3 years, they married and had 2 sons. And they had 2 sons. But in a few years later, the marriage faltered. So what her mother predicted was right. So after some years, so they married and they lived together, but they could not continue their relationship for a long period. After few years, the relationship was in problem. Mileva meanwhile was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. So the problem was that Mileva was also interested in developing her own theories and bringing it out. But see, like after the marriage, people like if a lot amount of freedom can be reduced. So like if we are like if before the marriage, especially girls. So the girls they may not get their own interest. So like if they want to go and study, continue their studies, and I have to work freely. So such type of ambition and all will be there for girls. But after the marriage, what happens? Their life will be consisted inside their house itself. most of the families or most of the cases so that happens is that they don't get much freedom if after the marriage. Means they if they go to the husband's house, then there is no any freedom like as you are having in your own house. So then they will say that you cannot do this one, you cannot do that. All the things will be there, and husband they have to take care of the husband, they have to take care of the child and the husband's parents and the children and family. Cooking, all the works will be there, and they will not have much time to spend for themselves. Or she is very much intelligent and she wanted to do her own theories or her own experiments and so on. But she was not having a time for all these type of things, and she was not happy with that. So she was becoming an unhappy housewife. Some girls are there; they are happy with that. You know. So for some ladies or some girls, their most happiness is just treating. Treating their husband neatly, nicely, and taking care of the child. That is their only interest. And they make like if the husband is going for the job and while he is coming back, they will make tea and some good snacks and all they will make and make him happy, or make very good food items and make the husband to eat and make them happy. And the children are there, so they will be taking care of the children, educating the children, teaching them new techniques, and they will be happy when they see that children are growing. So these type of people are there. So they will be, those can be called as a happy husbands or happy housewives. You know. So then there some people, they may not be interested in such kind of activities. So then there will be some kind of problems. Okay. So she was not such type of a girl. She was so much intelligent and she wanted to show her own individual ambitions were there, and she was unable to accomplish these things. So she was unhappy about her life. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1919. Okay, after few years, then there, even though after few years they were having problems, and they started living separate and all, but at last they divorced in the year 1990. And Einstein married his cousin Elsa the same year. So for Einstein there was no any issue, like he divorced the girl. First the Mileva was there, he divorced her, and after in the same year itself he married his own cousin Elsa. Another girl was there, and they married and they started living together. Okay, so the remaining portion we study in the next class, and thank you so much.